54. It'll be foggy in the morning on Wednesday, but sunshine expected throughout the afternoon with highs topping out around 81. Right now, it is 50 degrees. Our next update at 8 o'clock with Brian Combs from Allison Wyeth News Radio 700 WLW.
Toss up the lineup Tuesday. Ken Brew here, 700 WLW. Good morning. It's going to be a great morning. I mean, we're seeing the sun come up for the first time in how many mornings? Well, if you're like me, it's the first time I've seen it come up in a long time. 7:37. I don't know if you watched the television show Roseanne. It's on tonight on ABC, right here on 9 on your side, the greater Cincinnati area. Today's episode is Roseanne and a Muslim family that is living next door to the Connors. And she gets so wrapped up in the fact that this Muslim family has moved next door and has fertilizer piled near their garage that she just goes completely apoplectic. And it's only apparently after her daughter needs some Wi-Fi that they don't have in their house. They want to use the Wi-Fi in this Muslim's family house, and she goes over there and she realizes that they're just folks like her family. But I think it's interesting that the episode was shot before Roseanne, the Roseanne reboot, occurred on March the 27th. But this is a show that started out so strongly, and it just has fallen into an abyss ratings-wise. So they're hoping this is some sort of rating boost for them tonight. It's lost 43% of its audience since the start of its reboot, and last week's episode averaged like 10.3 million viewers, which in the television world is nothing. So they're hoping tonight that this will give the show a little bit of a kickstart. It's on at 8 o'clock. And for herself, Roseanne Barr has been very active in social media, taking on a lot of the people that are taking on the President of the United States in the last few weeks. And I think she's trying to do it from a social media standpoint, just raise the awareness of the show. It's all of these throwback shows are interesting, and they're all interesting to see how they try to stay relevant in this day and age as they did back when they really had their strong run. This one does about as well as any that they've tried to reboot, either by film or in television. But it could sure use a boost tonight, and maybe it will with the timely topic. I don't think I've seen the Roseanne show about once or twice. It looked interesting. I don't think I watched it at all when it was first on originally. But that's the topic tonight at 8 o'clock. The topic now is your money. It's time for the Bloomberg Marketing Minute.
A toss-up Tuesday announcement from Bill Cunningham.
I'm in charge, and I'm making changes right now. You're going to hear Mike McConnell beginning this morning at 8 a.m.
Toss-up Tuesday.
Why am I doing this? Because I can. I'm the great American.
On 700 WLW. Brought to you by Kerry Chevrolet. Attention Tri-State, the annual 10 sale month has begun. The past NKU 10 sale has been moved to Kerry Chevrolet. That's right, the 10 sale is now at Kerry Chevrolet in Alexandria. Get once a year tremendous 10 sale savings on hundreds of new and used vehicles. Every vehicle price has been slashed. Get an instant credit decision. Get the financing you need. Save thousands of MSRP or choose 0% financing on many models. The best selection and the best deals are at Kerry Chevrolet's 10 sale. I-471 South Alexandria. Online at kerrychevrolet.com. From Wall Street to Main Street, this is the Bloomberg Market Minute on News Radio 700 WLW.
This is a Bloomberg Market Minute. Stock index futures indicate a lower Wall Street open. S&P futures are down 9 points. Dow futures are down 70. NYMEX crude is lower by 1.3% at $69.77 a barrel. Crude is falling as investors brace themselves for President Donald Trump's decision on the Iran nuclear deal. Intercontinental Exchange, the owner of the New York Stock Exchange, has been working on a trading platform that would let investors bet on Bitcoin, according to two people with knowledge of the project. Wall Street firms began offering clients futures from Cboe and CME Group in December, but the financial industry has broadly shied away from selling Bitcoin itself. One issue is that virtual currencies can be stolen by hackers. Takeda Pharmaceutical has reached an agreement to buy larger rival Shire for about $62 billion. Shire is based in Massachusetts, Takeda in Japan. Gina Cervetti, Bloomberg Radio.
Chuck Ingram, you ever wake up in the middle of the night muttering things like, back up in the canyon, tunnel breaks?
Absolutely.
You ever do that?
I'm coming up on my live quota for the use of the word buttermilk.
Buttermilk.
Yes.
Did you ever think when you were a child that you'd be saying things like this on the radio?
Absolutely not.
Well, go ahead. You have another chance.
Thank you, sir. From the UC Health Traffic Center, on behalf of UC Health, we celebrate National Nurses Week while thanking these professionals for all they do to ensure our community's good health. Southbound 75, brake light start. Cincinnati-Dayton Road, you're not back on the gas till you get close to the lateral. And northbound 75 is very heavy from Donaldson into downtown, then out of downtown to an accident near the Western Hills Viaduct. They started out in the center lanes, trying to get them over to the right-hand side. Inbound 74 backs to North Bend. East 275, heavy cold rain, or actually from the Reagan Highway now to Winton Road. And southbound 71, brake lights start above Fields Hurdle. They continue until you are past Red Bank. There's a wreck on Madison at Kenwood. The next traffic update's in 10 minutes. Chuck Ingram, News Radio 700 WLW.
This report is brought to you by Half Price Books.
Is your mom craving something new? Does she want to explore the universe, solve crimes, or get swept off her feet? She can do all this and more with a gift from Half Price Books. So make it a sweet Mother's Day with gifts she'll love, all at Half Price Books.
Remember about, I don't know, 2-3 weeks ago, we were looking at the sky and shaking our fists like a 75 angry old man saying, when will spring finally come? Well, look what's here. High near 78 today and plenty of sunshine. Tonight's going to be okay, cooling off to 54. Tomorrow's going to be more the same. We're at 50 right now. Tri-State Severe Weather Station, News Radio 700 WLW.
700 WLW. Sports.
Here's a Reds update. It's lucky Jason Vargas up against Luis Castillo tonight in Game 2 of the Reds-Mets series at Great American Ballpark. 700 WLW's coverage begins at 6:05 with Sports Talk and the MulchAmerica.com Inside Pitch. The Tri-State Chevy Dealers Extra Show after the game. Last night, Jay Bruce hits a 2-run homer in his return to the Queen City, and Adrian Gonzalez homers twice as the Mets hold off the Reds 7-6. It was also welcome home to Todd Frazier.
Without a doubt. It feels great to be back here. A lot of great memories here. Me and Jay, for the last couple months, we've talked about it a lot. It's where we first started. So coming back here and, bring, like I said, a lot of good memories, a lot of fun we had here, and, bringing us to another venture. I've been here 3 years, so it's going to be exciting to come back here and play in front of these fans again.
High school baseball, the Ohio District Tournament start today. Among the games, Anderson up against Middletown. Walnut Hills meets Northwest. It is Lebanon battling Franklin. Coleraine up against Hamilton, and Batavia faces Roger Bacon. NBA playoffs, LeBron James scoring 29 points. Kevin Love added 23. Cleveland completes a series sweep of their semifinal series over the top-seeded Toronto Raptors with a 128-93 win in Game 4. The Cavaliers advance to the Eastern Conference Finals. They face either Boston or Philadelphia. Here's to King.
We look forward to the challenge, whoever we may face, either through Boston or through Philly. Both teams definitely create a lot of matchup problems. So, but at this moment, we don't have to think about them just yet. We will enjoy this moment, and like I said, be excited about what we've been able to accomplish so far in the postseason.
Bill Dennison, News Radio 700 WLW Sports.
This report is brought to you by the Florence Freedom. For tickets to the ballgame, visit FlorenceFreedom.com.
Every year for Mother's Day, I get my wife flowers. I know she loves them, but I wanted to really wow her this year. So I went to Fred Meyer Jewelers and found a diamond pendant. It's as perfect as she is. I got some ideas online at FredMeyerJewelers.com and then went into the store. They know a lot more about jewelry than I do and helped me find just the right gift. So this year, Mother's Day is going to be anything but typical. Glad I thought of Fred Meyer Jewelers. For the best deals and selection on travel trailers and fifth wheels, PullmanMotors.com.
745 in the greater Cincinnati area. We are at 50 degrees, and we have Brian Cole.
And it's Old Home Week, Great American Ballpark. Two of the guys who arguably may have provided the two top highlights in the history of Great American Ballpark. Back in town with the Mets. Jay Bruce says that his 2010 walk-off home run clinched the playoffs for the Reds.
Yes.
Remains his baseball career highlight. He enjoyed catching up with fans and just immediate people.
God
Everybody
damn,
who was at the
guys.
ballpark yesterday as he and the Mets came into town. Todd Frazier, member of the Mets, and this was his first trip back into Cincinnati in 3 years to play baseball. He remembered fondly the Home Run Derby 2015, which for my money was probably the best highlight in that ballpark when he captured that. He says that his family loves Cincinnati. Got reacquainted yesterday with a lot of friends and people in town, including Teddy Kramer.
Oh, that's
who was
right. Yeah,
at
they were
the ballpark
really
last
cool.
night to give Frazier a hug on his return to Cincinnati. And Mets, as we know now, beat the Reds last night.
What might have been. What might have been.
You think about it, and Frazier says that at this point in his career, his best thoughts go back to playing for Cincinnati.
Good. Top of the hour, you guys are loaded. Well,
Yeah, we've got...
when I say somebody's loaded, they think you're, but you're not. You're completely sober.
We've got a video of one guy who was loaded. There's a confrontation that happened at the youth sports tournament over the weekend involving a Cincinnati coach. Apparently he went after a guy who was drunk in the stands with an aluminum baseball bat. We'll talk about it in 15 minutes. News Radio 700 WLW.
We know now where Mike McConnell's been. He's been in Scrubs. Yes, we know this because he is involved with the Medical Minute, brought to you by Mercy Health. Krinsky is a registered nurse and operations integration specialist with Mercy Health. Based at Mercy Health's corporate offices there at Mercy Plaza. And she's with Mike. There are two of them with Mike McConnell. Well, no, there's only one, but there's two of them involved in this. And other than that, I think we should just listen to Mike.
My mother had a problem with low blood pressure. I don't know what problems it caused her. And she's the only person I can think of that ever knew with low blood pressure. If I had to have one or the other, which would I choose?
Well, definitely you'd choose low blood pressure. And there's really nothing wrong. I mean, yes, there are some indications for medication for people with chronic low blood pressure. But the only problem with low blood pressure is if you pass out. So,
She got dizzy a lot.
Well, and
That's
maybe so, right. But you don't feel as well, perhaps, when your blood pressure is so low.
Is high blood pressure and the development of it related to age, and if so, what causes it?
Well, it is related to age somewhat, because your blood vessels are a plumbing system, right? And over time, your plumbing system kind of wears out. And so it's all of those years of blood pumping through your plumbing system, your heart and your blood vessels.
They're just tired.
They're just tired, and we live longer, so there's more of that time for pressure to have its effects.
I think if I have one goal in life, it's that I hope my plumbing system doesn't wear out. Because I think if my plumbing system wears out, that just would be horrible. So I think you need to ask yourself today, right now, look in the mirror and say, is my plumbing system going to wear out? And if not, you need to call Mike McConnell. He'll be here after 8 o'clock on 700 WLW.
Hey, it's Mike McConnell for Genesis Diamonds, and here comes Mother's Day. You know what every mother likes? Jewelry. Well, every woman for that matter. Moms love jewelry, and maybe it's been a while since you decided to go ahead and get her something. You can do it yourself, maybe get together with brothers, sisters if you have them. Go together and buy Mom something nice for Mother's Day, something handcrafted, something from Genesis Diamonds, where they have the best selection of diamonds in the history of man, the best selection of jewelry, period. Yeah, Mother's Day is coming, a great reason to check out Genesis Diamonds. They put together a fantastic selection of affordable Mother's Day gifts as well. They started just $200. And we're talking earrings and eternity bands or designer bracelets.
God damn it, man.
Jewelry, we have pearls, we have pendants. Whatever you're looking for in the world of jewelry, you're going to find.
I don't have the fucking gas for this shit today, you fucking idiots.
They'll just walk you through, tell you everything you want to know about diamonds or whatever gem it is. At Genesis, they can't beat the value, the quality, or the selection. They are the total package. Genesis Diamonds, right here on Montgomery Road.
750. Hey, Chuck, remember that traffic I told you everything was nice and clear and there's nothing going on?
This is your fault.
Oh, man, how did this happen?
It does about this time every morning.
Every morning?
Yes, sir.
I'll have to get up earlier.
Unless the schools are out. Then you get or it's a holiday. Then it's a different story.
I'll make sure to be in here on those days.
Thank you very much. From the UC Health Traffic Center, on behalf of UC Health, we celebrate National Nurses Week while thanking these professionals for all that they do to ensure our community's good health. Yes, southbound 71, brake lights, Fields Hurdle, down to Red Bank, and now northbound 71 is running heavy from before the lateral into Kenwood. That opens up once you get past the Reagan Highway. Southbound 75's heavy through Westchester and Lockland. The bigger problems are on northbound 75. Heavy from Donaldson into downtown, then out of downtown to what's left of an accident above the Western Hills Viaduct. Inbound 74, brake lights, northbound to 75. East 275 between the Reagan Highway and Hamilton Avenue. We'll take the sun for some of that. And westbound 275, that is heavy after you come out of Milford. Opens up once you get closer to Montgomery. There's a wreck on Liberty at Winchell. The next traffic update is in 10 minutes. Chuck Ingram, News Radio 700 WLW.
This report is brought to you by Half Price Books.
Is your mom craving something new? Does she want to explore the universe, solve crimes, or get swept off her feet? She can do all this and more with a gift from Half Price Books. So make it a sweet Mother's Day with gifts she'll love, all at Half Price Books.
Well, if you think it looks good now, you just hang around and see how today plays out. Sunny at 78 for the high today. Tonight, mostly clear, low around 54. And then tomorrow, another good one. Sunny, high near 81, maybe some rain on Thursday.